A huge spine buster from Night Train. Then a big splash gets a 2. Juris goes up high and dives knees first into the big man's face, which was sickening. And then follows that up by with a sit-down senton on Train, gets another 2. A sickening clothesline that just twists Juris inside out. By Train. A nice running drop kick from Juris sends Train down. Then goes up high and hits a frog splash. Train kicks out at 2. A sick code breaker. I don't know the correct term for that, but a code breaker like Y2J does. And then which just sends Train flying across the ring. Another spine buster from Train gets a 2 count, and then the fuck me, sorry for the bad language, moment of this match. You remember what I was telling you about the size? Well, Juris hits 2 perfect vertical suplexes on Train, and then hits a delicious, beautiful, perfect T-bone suplex. And then he just said, I'm the king of wrestling, which he is, because the strength he showed to do that perfectly was amazing, and that made me mark out. But ladies and gentlemen, the crowd were dead. I mean, I was watching this at 4 AM in the morning, and I was marking out so much over it. Anyway, Train gets a win when Juris is distracted by his opponent. At the next free per-view, he comes out, Juris looks at him, but then Train gets up, sneaks attack, and hits a train wreck to get the 1-2-3. An awesome match, really enjoyed it, good psychology in this match. This Fed really impressed me, really did impress me. They obviously look like they've been trained, which is always good, ladies and gentlemen. When you have trained guys like 2KW, NSW, some people in UBW, RWL, when you have trained guys, it just makes it all that much perfect. And these guys look like they've had quite a few wrestling lessons, I'll say that. Yes, my only problem with this Fed is the crowd. And I think they do what UBW and RWL do. They have the wrestlers that are wrestling as the crowd. But you need to improve that crowd, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you go watch a UBW show, we mark out over every wrestling move nearly. Not, but you know, we give a little pop for a suplex, and that's what you need to do here, because ladies and gentlemen, the crowd noise is important. It is very important. It just makes everything look so much better. Like, let me give you an example. You remember TNA, they had that empty arena match. You were seeing wrestling moves, but since there were no crowd, it was just like, yeah, you need the crowd noise. Another good point about this Fed, the commentators were absolutely superb. And that's another thing I like. You see Feds what have music videos that just play music, but that takes away something from the match. You know, the commentators just make it that much special, and if they're skilled like these guys were, that just makes it all that much better. Like Diddy Man does for NSW, and Sir Arthur Hayes does for UBW. You know, if you have a skilled commentator, it just makes it that much better. So yeah, that is it from forgot the name of it, from GUW, Global Underground Wrestling. We're on to our next Fed here, CCW, Collision Championship Wrestling, Shattered Dreams 2009. First off, right off the bat, it's a music video, an MV. I don't like these. I don't like them. I'm not saying your Fed's bad, because it's not. But music videos I don't like. You just can't enjoy the wrestling, you know. It's just like, oh, a move there, move there. I like seeing the chain wrestling. How you got to be in that move, you know. I don't like seeing just move, win, move. You know, it just doesn't work. But my problem is I'll get to it after. So there's 3 matches. The first match is, and I followed it the best I could. I can't tell who's who. Nameplates would have helped, or even just a flash on the screen, you know, who's who. First match is the final, Zach Kirst versus Destructor. Good fireman's carry takedown, a very nice senton, nice DDT followed by an Angel's Wings, which gets the free. Second match, Matt Custis versus the Tragedy, Anthony Lee. Good clothesline, sweet DDT, a nice crucifix powerbomb, sorry, big scoop slam, then a splash from the ladder that gets the free. Main event time now for the CCW Championship. The frayed ends of sanity. The frayed end of sanity. FDA versus it said Laid LYDD Laid. A nice little senton, a modified backbreaker, awesome Hurricane Rana, and then another, this time from the top of the ladder. Very nice vertical suplex, good swanton, and then the end. Yes, the end. Well, something weird happens here at the end. One person's at top of the ladder, another person just getting up. He then jumps, but the ladder like flies back, and he falls to the ground. And then the guy who was already on the ground covers him and gets a win. 1, 2, 3. So I don't know if that were planned. It didn't look like it were planned, but if it was planned, that you made it look that it wasn't, that it didn't look like it were planned, then that's a great ending. Now, I watched some of your other videos where you didn't do it in music videos, and that is what you should stick to. You should do that, right? I know it means more parts. I know it means if you have a 20-minute long match, you've got to do 2 parts. But it's worth it. It is well worth it. Let the story be told. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. You know, this is how I see it. A full match on YouTube, 3 parts maybe, if need be, is like a book. Music videos is like a video, is like a film. You know, it just speeds through it. It doesn't tell the full story. You need to tell the full story, and you guys are good. This is what gets to me. You know, I've seen other feds out there that aren't so good, and they do music videos just because they can't really wrestle at all. But you guys can. You guys are good. I really enjoyed this. You know, I enjoyed it, even though it were a music video. But I would have liked to see the full matches. I mean, you got me marking out on some of the stuff you did here. But you just need to show the full match. Really do. If you did, then it'd be perfect. Commentator would be nice to call the action. A crowd would be nice. You know, just get some of your mates. Just get some of your mates, or even the wrestlers that aren't wrestling in that match. Get them to stand around ringside, because a crowd makes all the difference. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before earlier, but you know, a crowd, it cheers for the moves, and it just makes the moves look and feel better. Just get a crowd. Just get the wrestlers to stand around ringside. But yes.